I was never a toy kid. I would go with my parents to the video store, and that was my playground. Walking into the video store and seeing all the horror covers and all the action and anything really, that was my place. And I knew from a really young age, probably 7 or 8 years old, that this is where I wanted to be. And every time my mom would go, I'd be like, can I come, can I come? Well, you can't rent anything. Well, I just want to come and look anyways. And that's just always been the feeling I get. And well, my mom watched horror movies from as early as I can remember, and she would always love the Stephen King ones, so Misery and Shining, and those were the two I remember really early, especially The Shining, and that left an effect on me. And the first movie I remember consciously renting and watching was Child's Play, 1988, so I was about 9 years old. I truly believe that movies in general are very therapeutic, but specifically horror movies, because they're an opportunity for us to maybe face our own deaths without actually dying and without actually being physically hurt. And there's many studies out there showing that it releases stress, it releases endorphins, helping us to cope with pretty much everyday events. And I'm trying to integrate that in my life right now as a life coach, so it helps a lot, really. I came across a website of masks, and they looked like movies to me. I had no idea they were actually something someone made. So I figured, well, I got to figure out how to do this. I got to ask where I can get information on how to start this. And I had never touched clay before. I had never painted on anything before. So it was all brand new. So I just went out and bought everything and just said, I'm going to try it. I was really leading a negative lifestyle, alcoholic, unemployed, homeless, a drug addict. And I'd been that way since probably about 14 years old. So I've had a solid time of living just a negative, addictive life. And falling into this and finding this was one of the things that saved me and that turned my life around and made me want to do better things and know that I do have worth and I do have talents and the ability to do other things. I had never been raised knowing that I had any talents, no encouragement, no ability to see what I could have in the future. So I had to find all these things myself, and it wasn't easy. I had to try several things, but once I found this, I knew immediately within the first few days of doing it that this is something that could really, really help me to express myself and to get where I want to be and to change things for the better. So once I found this and started diving into it and immersing myself in it, the negative things I would push aside. I wouldn't want to go out and drinking or doing drugs or hanging out with losers. It just wasn't interesting anymore. It's probably my Zen space. I'm also a musician. I play a lot of guitar and I sing, but even that is not as powerful to me as actually sculpting or painting or being in my zone. It's very therapeutic. It's very stress relieving, and I cannot think of a place I feel more comfortable when I'm sculpting or painting.